Veterans Voices is sponsored by the Raymond Corporation.
Tonight, we profile a World War II veteran living in Vestal. As News 34's Roy Santacruz shows us, George Harrington served as a signalman in the Navy and was overseas when the war ended.
George Harrington joined the Navy in 1943 because it was a good-paying job and he could send an allotment home to his mother to care for his younger siblings. Harrington was a signalman in the Navy, using flags and codes to communicate with the other ships and to look out for danger.
In the war, we could not have radios because the Japanese could trace where we were located. So everything had to be done by signals.
On a flatbed ship, Harrington sailed to Guam, Okinawa, Saipan, the Marshall Islands, and others, going from island to island, resupplying the American bases with supplies and troops. He says at Okinawa, he got bored of manning the ship.
This was the invasion of Okinawa, and we snuck off the ship, and through the jungle up on the side was a big clearing up there, and we decided we'd go up to the clearing and we could get some souvenirs.
In his first year in the service, Harrington says he was very homesick. He says all he wanted was to be home in time for Christmas, but his captain had other plans.
I got good news for you, sailors. We're going home for Christmas. And he says, George, I'm awful sorry, but they need you on the other ship, and you have to stay in the war.
Harrington served for 2 years, and he remembers the exact moment he found out the war was over.
And the ship that was anchored next to us, he said, the war just ended. I said, what? He says, the war ended. I went down below deck and told the sailors, we're going home, the war's ended. They were shooting guns and everything, celebrating.
He came back to the States and worked at IBM in partnership with NASA to help put a man on the moon. His career was taking off, but Harrington said everyday life was different.
It was all strange. The United States was strange. It was hard for us to adjust. And that's why the servicemen nowadays, we all have a hard time adjusting. When we come back, it's not the same.
Harrington is now 99 years old, turning 100 just days before Christmas. He's been inducted into New York State's Veterans Hall of Fame and was honored at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. Thank you for your service, George. In Vestal, Roy Santacruz, News 34.